Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm out with the dog today and we are going to go and look at a leprosy hospital hidden away on a back street in Norwich. Come with us and let's find out about leprosy on the way.
Just outside medieval Norwich, beyond the old city gate, stood a place both feared and pitied, Lazar House, also known as the Hospital St Mary Magdalene. Founded in the early 1100s by Bishop Herbert de Lathigne, it was one of the earliest leper hospitals in Norfolk, built to care for those suffering from a disease medieval people barely understood. That disease was leprosy. Today we call it Hansen's disease, but in the Middle Ages it was believed to be highly contagious, divinely sent and incurable. In reality, leprosy is a slow-acting bacterial infection that attacks the nerves, skin, eyes and nasal passages. As nerves died, people lost feeling in their hands and feet. Injuries went unnoticed, fingers shortened, wounds festered, faces changed shape, not because flesh rotted away, but because damage went untreated. To medieval eyes, sufferers appeared to be decaying while still alive. There was no real treatment in the 1100s. Patients were given herbal remedies, bloodletting, prayer and diets believed to rebalance the body's humours. None worked. Lazar House was built outside Norwich walls, deliberately placed at society's edge. Inside, life was quiet and regimented. Prayer marked the day, alms paid for bread and ale. Many residents lived here until death, buried nearby in unconsecrated ground. By the 14th century, leprosy began to decline in England, possibly due to improved living conditions, natural immunity, or competition from other diseases like tuberculosis. Lazar House slowly changed purpose after the dissolution of the monasteries in the 1500s. It passed into secular use. Over centuries, it became a barn, cottages, and later, remarkably, Norwich's first public branch library in 1923. Yet places like this rarely lose their stories. Local folklore speak of the unease around the old chapel, footsteps when no one is there, a sense of being watched, the faint sound of singing on still evenings. There is no documented ghost in official records, but like many medieval hospital sites, Lazar House has attracted whispered tales, perhaps born from centuries of suffering, prayer and quiet deaths. Whether ghost or memory, something lingers. And leprosy itself, it still exists today. Although it's rare in the UK, Hansen's disease is now curable with antibiotics, and most people exposed never develop symptoms at all. What once condemned people to isolation and feared is now treatable, but the stigma it carried lasted for centuries. Lazar House remains as proof of that fear and that compassion, a building raised not to heal the body, but to shelter those the world had already given up on.